Today I have the Thrunite Saber, and you can see by the logo right there that this is the Black Scout Survival Edition. I've done videos on several of their Black Scout Survival partnerships in the past, and speaking of the Saber, well, I've done a video of really this exact light just about 8 months ago. This is the Thrunite Saber, the original version, I guess, as it were, and I'll put a link to this video up on top. You can check that out. These lights are effectively the exact same light, except for the outputs and run times and throw distances, but the lights themselves are physically identical. So if you want to see the details of this light, you can look here, which will be up here. So I'm still going to go over this, and then at the end I'll give a little bit of comparison between the two of these. And is this one, which is brighter by about 350 lumens, is it better? So let's have a look. Let's get the original out of the way, and we'll come back to that. The Thrunite Saber Black Scout Survival is $25.95. Comes with some basic stuff. Their box, which is pretty basic Thrunite. Not really a whole lot on the box, but that is the box. It comes with a USB-A to USB-C charging cable because the battery is USB-C rechargeable. Thank you for that. And it, of course, comes with the instruction manual. So nothing too fancy there. The light, to go over the basicness of it, these are very basic, straightforward lights. Anyone that's familiar with flashlights will figure these out, no problem. On the back here is the tail button. This is either momentary or full press. I'll show you the user interface in a bit, but there's that. There is some knurling on the tail cap, which you would think would be removable, but it is not. It is fixed. The only removable is up here on the head. Forward to that is the pocket clip, the standard Thrunite pocket clip, two-way. I don't love the Thrunite pocket clips. I much prefer the Olight pocket clips that have this little ramp up here. Makes it easier getting into your pocket. And also, I think the space up here is very small, especially if you compare it to the space that's on that. So if you're putting it into your pocket, depending on how big the material is that you're sticking this in, that's going to be a little bit tight getting it up in there. Some light ridging here on the body, and then the head, like I showed you before, the Black Scout Survival logo there. The head comes off, and on the inside, this comes with a rechargeable 14500 920 milliamp hour battery, USB-C right there. When you're charging it, it lights up red while it's charging and blue when it is fully charged, and it goes right back in there. O-rings for that IPX8 rating. Up in the front there is that PMMA TIR lens. That's polymethyl methyl acrylate. That is plastic lens, and this light will put out a maximum of 1015 lumens for 90 seconds before ramping down to 430 for another 78 minutes. The low on this light is a very bright 87 lumens, which you're going to get almost 12 hours out of. So if you're going to use a light like this, you need to be aware of, is 87 lumens on low too bright for how you're going to use this? There are situations where a half lumen low, a moonlight mode, is ideal for how I'm using the light. So 87 would be definitely very bright for some situations, so you just need to be aware of that. The user interface, like I said, is very straightforward. You can half press to go between low and high, or you can full press to go between them as well. And only those two modes rotating back and forth. When you have it on high, the head does start to get warm here fairly quickly when it's putting out that 1000 lumens, so be aware of that. Even just this brief time I've had it on just now, the head's starting to definitely heat up some. So if you're going to have it on for that full minute and a half that you get that 1000 lumens out of, this head's going to be pretty warm. Now, like I said, these lights are physically identical, but what differs is the throw distance and outputs. These stats are both with the 14500 batteries that come with them. The original Saber has a maximum output of 659 lumens and a low of 57 versus 1015 down to 87. So the Black Scout Survival is about 350 lumens brighter. However, the rated throw distance by Thrunite on the dimmer light, the original Saber, is 141 meters versus 137 on the brighter light. And the candela is 5,000 lumens on the original Saber versus 4,700 on the Black Scout Survival. Now, looking at the beams between the two of them, can you realistically tell a difference between the two of them? If I look hard, I can a little bit. The original Saber does have a slightly more focused light, which would fit with that little bit farther throw and higher candela rating. but effectively they're both going to be pretty much the same for how you're using them. That extra 4 meters of throw is not going to make a difference. You're not going to notice that. And 350 lumens difference in output, also not a night and day difference. The original Saber comes in several different colors, whereas the Black Scout Survival is only orange. Now, I do think this orange is a pretty cool color, and it's definitely going to be easier to find in your pocket and in your bag than this black is, so I do love the color. But I was expecting to be a little bit more blown away when I saw that this was over 1,000 lumens compared to 659. So in the end, which one should you get? Well, it really just depends. They're both great lights. I love how compact they are. I love the throw and the brightness you get out of both of them. So I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but just pick which one you want, and I will put some purchase links down below, and you can check it out.